This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Right on time. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Wednesday, August 26th. I'm Tori here with Al.
Hello.
In your smoking jacket.
It is.
Looking smoking.
It's a little, I don't know if I can get away with it because it's summer and it's corduroy. I've gotten some pushback.
You know, have you? You've had some pushback?
A little pushback.
I appreciate it a lot. Stephanie Jones, if you were here, you'd say, where's your foxhound? Where's the hunt?
Yes, I definitely should be on horseback.
Yeah.
I'm excited. You know what? I think Al can actually pull off looks that not many people can. So I've got faith in him, you know?
I totally agree. And again, not to rub it in, but when we did go do that hat segment 3 years ago, you bought a lot of hats. And he pulled off a beret, Steph, with a pom-pom on it. Do you remember that?
I do.
And you pulled it off.
I mean,
We'll have to wear that.
How?
It was crazy.
How?
Very carefully.
Very careful, that's right. All right, let's get to the news. Meghan Markle and Gloria Steinem, talk about two powerhouses, sat down for a casual chat about the importance of voting in a video shared on the Makers Women Instagram page. Take a look.
Meg, welcome home. I'm
Thank you.
so glad that you're home.
Me too, for so many reasons. People forget how hard women like you and so many others before you fought for us to just be where we are right now.
Well, it's just, I mean, if you don't vote, you don't exist. I mean, you know, it is the only place where we're all equal, the voting booth.
Ooh. Meghan and Harry's two dogs, Guy and Pula, also made an appearance. It's amazing to me, Al, that Gloria Steinem is able to see the actualization of her dreams in Meghan Markle. I mean, in her lifetime, that's crazy. She was the feminist, if you don't know, when no one wanted to be called a feminist. She was that woman.
Well, Tori, it's not just in her lifetime, it's in our lifetimes. My mother, when she got her PhD in the early 90s, 1990, my grandmother told me that her friends were saying, like, you know, people in the community were saying, well, how's she going to get a husband now?
Wow.
You know, and that was in the 90s.
Wow.
I mean, the things that I witnessed early on in my in my workplace as a comic of what was said to people is now completely taboo, thanks to the Women's March, thanks to the Me Too movement. So we've seen a lot of things happen, not only just in our lifetime, Steph, but I would say in the last 15 years, 10, 15 years.
Steph, before you speak, I want you to see these. These are some reasons why women weren't allowed to vote, some arguments back in the day, okay, Steph? Women don't actually want to vote, they just think it'd be fun to try. That's one of them. Women could cancel out their husbands' votes. That's another one, interesting. Voting won't help women cook or clean, so what's the point? And I think we have voting will lead women away from love and children and toward loneliness and anxiety. Wow. Steph, what do you think?
Happy Wednesday. Wow.
It's insane. Like, who wrote these, Tori? Like, and people actually listen to this, and like, I honestly wonder how much frustration the women in like the 50s and 60s and whatever, like all these times, I wonder how much frustration they felt like being told this on a daily basis, and they're just kind of like, do you think they believe? I don't know. It's like baffling to me that was even a conversation, and that was out in the public, and that women were expected to live by these rules. I'm so grateful, you know, that we're in 2020 and like the world in so many senses is changing. But oh my gosh, I hope people do listen to Meghan Markle. I hope they do listen to Gloria. I hope that like this does, you know, stir up some passion within America's younger generation, because they were saying that the younger generation are the ones who aren't going to vote, and you know, they're the least likely to. I hope that they do. I don't know if Meghan Markle's the right person to do it, but it's better than, I don't know. It's better than anyone else, I guess. Do the young people of America really care about Meghan Markle?
Well, that's
like, honestly.
It's a really fair question, Steph, because I was going to ask you, is the relatability of Meghan Markle kind of hard to reach for some young people? You know what I'm saying? Like, is she the most relatable human to think about? And I'm not putting any stress on her or saying bad things about her, but if you want to be relatable, I don't know. But you see my point?
It's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
I think maybe in a few more years, I think she needs to keep on the path that she's on. Like, she might get there, but you know, after like what, not even 2 years of leaving the royal family, not even a year, not even that. You know, I don't know.
What was she? She was the Duchess of
Sussex.
Okay, moving on. Slumdog Millionaire star Dev Patel says he is reluctant to slip into James Bond's shoes. In an interview with IndieWire, the actor says although he's been mentioned as a potential replacement for Daniel Craig, he's not interested in the role, saying it would seem like, quote, tokenistic for the sake of diversity. Dev did say that Idris Elba has his vote to be the next 007. However, last year, Idris told Vanity Fair that he was disheartened to hear that some people didn't want him playing Bond because of the color of his skin. Can I just be super honest with you guys? Okay, this is a book written by Ian Fleming about a white guy in the 50s named James Bond. If you want to do someone else, just write a different story. I don't understand, like, why we push this so hard that now it's become tokenism, which I totally get. Al, am I wrong here? Do they have to make it diverse, or am I not being PC?
It's not wrong. I think when somebody goes, instead of making a James Bond, why don't you just make another kind of action
make a new
hero?
story.
But the problem with that, Tori, is audiences don't go see that.
Yeah.
They're still going to see Transformers, which was out when I was a kid. They're going to see Iron Man, which started in 1913 or whatever. Somebody scribbled that down. Superman, Batman. We talked about that yesterday. People are always like, where's the new stuff? The new stuff comes out. You guys don't watch it. You watch The Incredible Hulk.
People watch Black Panther. People watch Crazy Rich Asians.
In order to get a spy movie financed, you need to call it James Bond, or who's the other guy? The Matt Damon guy?
Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne, something like that. Because if it's not a John Wick, if it's not an already established franchise, people don't go see it. That's why they're trying to shoehorn somebody into James Bond. All
right, what do you think about Dev Patel? Could you see him as the 007 he is? Stephanie?
No, I could not. I'm sorry. He's an amazing actor. When he was on a British TV show called Skins, he was phenomenal when he was younger. He did Slumdog Millionaire. Again, fantastic acting. Is he a James Bond? No. He's about as much James Bond as I am. It ain't happening. He should not be in that role. Now, Idris Elba, just unbelievable. And I'm not saying that necessarily he's a better actor, but it's all about his swag, his persona, his attitude. But I tell you who I would like to see as James Bond. If we're talking about his tokenism and all of that, you know, if it has to be someone white, I know who my James Bond is, Tori. Do you want to know who he is?
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Get ready to die. Tommy Shelby, Cillian Murphy, bring him to the table. Apparently he's up there in the odds against Idris Elba. I want to see Tommy Shelby morph into James Bond. He's got that attitude, he's got that swag. He can be the bad guy and kill people and you still love him.
If you guys don't know,
he is in for the win.
Peaky Blinders is the show. That is
Peaky Blinders.
He was also Scarecrow in Batman. If you ever, great actor, but man, does he have some swagger. You are absolutely
He's got it.
You are on the nail. I love him. So does Sam, our other co-host. All right, moving on from that. It seems like 2020 is the year of the reboots and reunions, so why not add Bring It On to the list? The iconic movie debuted 20 years ago. Feeling old yet? Can you believe it? It starred Gabrielle Union and Kirsten Dunst as rival cheerleaders. The two recently reunited over Zoom and gave us an idea of what a reboot might look like.
Let me guess, they're coaches.
Oh, take a look. Oh, that's good.
Kirsten, maybe we're like co-head of the PTA, and I don't know. I don't know. What are we?
Or we run a cheer school like cheer, or
like cheer.
Who knows?
Where we decide who's on the mat.
Yeah.
The would-be Jerrys of the world. I don't know.
I feel like it'd be fun if it has to be a competition against somebody now.
That is right, Albert. What do you think of it? You called it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what you see with these reboots when they want to use the stars in the earlier one. Because Steph, we saw it with like Rocky, where he was then in somebody's corner, and we saw it with the Karate Kid as well.
Sure.
So I mean,
Mr. Miyagi, if you will.
Right. So you kind of get the person that was the mentee, then moving on to the mentor role and bringing in a new young star. So I think it could work.
I think it too. I think there's something magical about this story. What do you think? Steph's shaking her head. Yeah.
Not about magical.
It's a great movie. It holds up. It holds up.
I think it's awesome. I'm not gonna say what. So it's 20 years old. So that means I would have been I'd have been 12, 13 when this came out. I remember watching this on repeat, trying to learn all the lyrics, all the moves, because in England we don't really have cheerleaders. It's not a thing. Our schools, our high schools, we do not have them. And I remember begging my school, could we make a cheerleading squad? The answer was a hard no. It was take your hockey stick and get out of here. They didn't care. So I was so there for it, so I loved it. So I hope that they do something, you know, or maybe they'll be like the parents of the next generation, and you know, they're like dealing with all of that. I don't know, but I think it'll be good. Why not?
Yeah, we didn't have cheerleaders or football because it was seen as sort of a gender normative thing, and we're a hippy dippy school. But I also wanted to be like, and begin. DBL. Stephanie, don't go too far. Coming up on DBL, Cardi B reveals the word she'll never rap in a song. You might be a little surprised by this. Plus, what does Carol Baskin have up her sleeve after her starring role in Tiger King?
I think I know.
Is it her husband? Stephanie tells us what's up. And as we navigate this historic pandemic, take a look. Most of our coworkers are still working from home. We'll be right back.
My shift is done.
Welcome back to Day Blast Live. I'm here to tell you guys what's up about this week's top entertainment and pop culture news, which means it's time for What Up Wednesday. Our first stop on the What Up World map is Tampa, Florida, where we're visiting our old friend Carol Baskin. The Tiger King star is rumored to be in talks to compete on the new season of Dancing with the Stars. Now, apparently Dr. Fauci was also asked, but declined. Here's what's up. It's no secret that Dancing with the Stars is having ratings problems. And Carol is featured in one of Netflix's most popular shows ever. Plus, let's be real, she's also going to be Halloween's hottest costume this year too. Could the show's new host Tyra Banks, along with Carol, be the key to saving the ratings of Dancing with the Stars? I think it's gonna work, but are you guys gonna tune in? Our next stop is in LA, where we find Kevin Hart. The comedian and his pregnant wife just threw a baby shower for their second child together. Super cute. But that's not the only reason Kevin is making headlines. He admitted to catching coronavirus back in March. Here's what's up. Why did he wait to tell the rest of us? Well, Kevin says he was sick the same time as Tom Hanks, so he didn't say anything because Tom's more famous. I mean, could you blame him? Everyone loves Tom. But we're happy you're healthy, Kevin. Our last stop is in Seattle, home to mum of 3, Ciara. The singer announced the birth of her third child with NFL quarterback Russell Wilson last month. And now, she's announcing plans to lose weight. The singer uploaded a gorgeous selfie on Instagram saying she has 48 pounds to go and that it won't be an easy task now that she's got 3 kids. Here's what's up. Ciara has always been honest about her drive to be a working mom. So, is there really any doubt the woman who brought us the Level Up music video will reach her goals? Of course not. That's it for this week's What Up Wednesday. Daily Blast Live will be back after this.
We all know that movement is like medicine.
Somali hotter than a Somali Ferrari, hop up the stoop.
Back to DBL.
Never too late.
It's always too late for me. Welcome back. You just heard Cardi B's hit, I Like It. Well, it's hard to believe there's anything Cardi B won't say or sing, but the rapper recently spoke on an Australian radio show about the 2 words that make her cringe. I can't wait to hear. I do not know. Play it.
A cringy word to me is like moist. I hate the word moist.
Moist.
I hate the word horchata.
What's that mean? I've not heard of that.
Heard that. Yeah.
It's like a Mexican drink that is like made out of like brown sugar or something. I don't even know what the hell they put on it, but it's really good. But I just hate that word.
Horchata's delicious, by the way.
Horchata is, I wonder if Cardi B is a synesthete, Steph, which I happen to also be where you see colors or associate like feelings or senses with words.
Right.
And maybe horchata just doesn't work for her. Now, we can all agree, raise your hand, the 3 of us, moist is the grossest word on the planet.
I don't know
Thank
if I'm
you, Stephanie.
anti-moist. Like I remember one time I was in New Orleans and there was a girl and her boyfriend waiting for a cab and she was hammered and she just goes, "I hate the word snacks. It sounds so weird. Say it, snacks." And like ever since then I started thinking snacks is a weird word.
No, it's not. That's a great word.
Snacks is a little. I'm on team drunk New Orleans girl.
I'm not on that team. Steph, is there a word you don't love? Is there a word? Snacks is fine.
I tend to not like, you know, words that remind me of just, like, I guess slightly medical gross things, like, or like phlegm. And it's more, I associate more words with feelings.
Yes.
So I just think of like that feeling in your throat and it's like all gunky, or like discharge. Ugh.
That is not easy to
I just
say
don't
without
like-
giggling.
It's
That's
not
a great.
good, is it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
a rough one.
It's a rough
never
one.
a good. It's never good when you hear that word.
No, unless you're being discharged from the hospital.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Tori, what about you? Do you have any words?
I don't love the
Mine
word.
is also pus. I don't like that word.
Okay, that's disgusting.
It's a medical
Yeah.
term.
I know it is. I don't like the
No.
word several. I can't say it well. In my head, the colors are ugly. It doesn't work well. There's a lot of I also don't love the word colonel because there's like an R in there, but on the way you spell it is like with an O and an L and like.
And then there are random L's.
There's
that's in there.
a lot of weird things in there going
Lincoln's
on.
like that too.
There's an L in Lincoln.
Right, I know, but it doesn't say. It sounds like there wouldn't be an L at the end, but it's COLN, right?
COLN, yeah.
Right, but it shouldn't be. It's just pecan.
How about walk? WALK. You don't hear the L. All right, we're gonna get to Bon Jovi, but we got to talking.
I think our viewers care a lot more about this. Yes, Colonel's a weird one. I think Lincoln's a weird one.
Weird. Several's hard for me to get to.
Why?
What about curdle? Hey, what about
curdle is a
curdle?
bad one.
That's bad. That is good. You know what's a great word? You guys ready for this? Dusk.
Dusk is good.
Huh?
But so underused. Because dusk has like a
Underused.
10-minute window.
And it's like twilighty.
It's like from 6:10 to 6:19.
Exactly. Well.
No one says meet me at dusk unless you have a mask on and you have a horse.
Well, that segment is A+. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
The bladder control.
I like that shot. All right, welcome back to DBL. If you have pets like me, you know they shed a lot. So what's the best and fastest way to clean up pet hair? Well, Jeff put 3 different methods to the test in today's DBL Home Hacks presented by American Home Shield.
What's up, guys? Jeff here with another DBL home hack, and this one is for all you pet lovers out there. Now, we all love our pets, am I right? But we hate that they shed everywhere, which is the exact reason why I don't have a pet and some of my co-hosts do, which makes me wonder why they're not doing this home hack. Anyway, all you need today is some flip-flops, a regular old squeegee, and a latex balloon blown up, of course. Now we're gonna see which hack works the best for getting this hair out of this blanket. Now shout out to Olivia, our producer, for bringing this dirty blanket into my beautiful home. All right, I'm gonna start with the flip-flops. We can start the timer and see how it goes. I don't know, that's working pretty good. That was only 25 seconds, it was just a little piece, but I think that worked pretty good. It got all the hair off of the spot that I was working on. All right, now let's try the squeegee. We're gonna start that clock. I'm already not liking it. I think what I did here was take a little of the squeegee and put it into my flip-flop area. Latex balloon, we'll see if that can take, I got no pun here. We're just gonna see if it works. All right, guys, as you can see, it is getting the hair off, but it's not really cleaning up the blanket. So I don't know if this one works the best. Again, thank you, DBL, for bringing some dirty dog hair to my house. I really appreciate that. All right, so all in all, I don't know, the squeegee worked pretty good with surface area, but if I had to pick one, I think I'm going with flip-flops. I think that worked the best, it's the cleanest, and there you go. I hope you guys, all you pet lovers out there, I did this one for you, so I hope you like that home hack. When it comes to your home, American Home Shield warranty helps cover many things homeowners insurance leaves out. Call American Home Shield at 1-800-731-8598 to get a free quote today.
The good news about that is now I know we can use flip-flops. The other good news is we have a picture of Al in his pom-pom hat.
Do we really? I remember. Look at that. Hello, ladies.
Can you just tell me, Steph, he looks ridiculous. Al, what look is that called? If you had to be like, that's the look of?
Cross the street.
Cross the street,
yes,
walk away.
That's a strange man.
What do you think, Steph, do you think Al can pull off a hat with a pom-pom? You think he can do it?
You know what? I've got faith in Al. We call him Al Fashion Jackson because, like, he can rock anything. He's got, like, multicolored, like, pink shades, yellow shades. He's got, like, amazing 2-piece, like, matching printed outfits. Like, if anyone can pull that stuff off, it's Al, and he does it with style and confidence. So,
you know
yeah, I bet a beret.
You're right.
I believe in it.
He also wears a onesie, and he can pull that off, so that's impossible. DBL, we are new every day. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Wear a onesie.